Hello everyone, and welcome to tonight's coverage of the Season 6 finale of the League of Legends iRacing League, or LL IRL. This evening, we're excited to be bringing you action from a heated championship battle as two drivers, Al Corey and Mark Hertzog, are tied from a virtual Iowa Speedway here in Newton, Iowa. Maconi Entertainment is here to bring you all the action from all types of races, including the top split of the Maconi C6 Series, the Road to Pro Series, and Fast Fridays. No matter what you're racing, we can bring the action to life. My name is Brayton Lasher. Joining me in the booth tonight is Jeremy Briggs, the DJ Line working booth as our producer. Jeremy, Iowa is a very unique track and very much a fan favorite as well. Offers multiple groups of races from bottom to the top, and is a driver favorite for many, like I just mentioned. With that in mind, what do you think we can see tonight?
Well, if you're familiar with this track, it has a lot of characteristics. It's great to be here looking at this League of Legends iRacing League. Great to be a part of it. As we were looking right there, the track information, Newton, Iowa is location, opened in 2006, 12 to 14 degrees progressive banking. It is 10 degrees in the front stretch, 4 degrees on the back stretch. It's going to be some great races, some tight battles. I am excited to watch this championship battle come here at this final race.
Yeah, they repaved this track in real life a year or so ago. We are not racing on the newly paved version. This is the old-fashioned version, very much a run down top of asphalt. The top is bumpy, and we're 12 races in just go to there. A couple of exhibition races start the season off, including an outdoor dirt race, and they started the season off back at Pocono September 2nd, and 12 races down, one finale to go tonight here at Iowa Speedway, and see the rest of those races down there starting next week in December. That's a bit of a holiday series for those guys. I believe we're doing trucks at an off-road track or something like that. So we're gonna have a lot of fun in the off-season. We're gonna have a lot of fun here tonight, and we're glad that you, all the fans here at Maconi Entertainment, are happy to be with us.
Excited to be a part as qualifying is getting very close to ending. And this open qualifying setup was a 45-minute open session, so very unique setup for their qualifying, and these drivers having plenty of time to try to get their fastest times. But right now it looks like the 027 and Justin Hazlitt might have it as we take a look at the points coming into tonight.
They mentioned they are tied coming tonight. Al Corey and Mark Hertzog, they're 1 and 2. 1 point is one position with some bonuses for winning the race, leading the lap, and leading the most laps. And I believe 0 instant points as well. So when you're talking about literally a 1 point difference, being involved in a wreck or staying up for a pit strategy to lead lap might be the difference. Ben Harcum, Matthew Harmon, John Campbell, and others not really in contention, but going for a top 5. Well, I believe we're ready to get gridded up. We mentioned 45-minute long qualifying sessions. They're able to draft. They just can't have any contact during the qualifying sessions. Let's see how the field lines up here tonight.
Taking a look at our lineup. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
On the front row tonight, Justin Hazlitt, like you just mentioned there, Hen Barkham, I'm sorry. There to his outside, Alex Goff there in 3rd. Al Corey mentioned that tight championship battle there in 4th. Brian Dickens there in 5th. Ryan Traver in 6th. Mark Hertzog, a couple rows behind his championship competition of Corey, rolling off there in 7th. Thumbstick, that's Tyler Merritt, racing on a controller in a bad hot spot tonight. See how long he's able to stay in the session. John Campbell there in 9th, and Nick Halda in 10th.
Thomas Hazlitt right there in 11th, just outside Matthew Harmon in 12th position. 13th, you've got Cooper, 96. 14th, you've got Jacob Bettis in the 21. 15th, you've got the Tyler in the 160. 16th starting position, you've got Keith Hanlon, in the 88. 17th starting position, you got Robin Maldonado, in the 18th, and number 18. 18th starting position, you got Riley Smith in the 024. Rounding out our field in 19th, we've got Ward Fisher in the 84.
Yeah, the number 160, the wheel Tyler Realist, they're rolling off deep in the field. So mentioned the tight battle coming into the night on this fan favorite track. You can look at the weather. Nice and clear with a forecast of a championship going home to either Al Corey or Mark Hertzog tonight. That's what's in the forecast. And Jeremy, I don't know how much experience you have at this track, but I know it's a fan favorite from a lot of drivers. This is a great track to host a finale.
It has a lot of characteristics. I've definitely turned a few laps here in the next gens. I believe I do have one official win here actually in the next gen, so I can say I did have a little bit of experience. Got lucky, I believe, but we'll go with it. It's still winning officially. Tonight's race though, 100 laps. Pit road speed 40 miles an hour. Green white checkered attempts 1 fast repair, and this is fixed here for League of Legends.
And only 2 sets of tires in the pits as well. And not only that, we're racing to the checkered flag, obviously, but we're racing a caution clock here of sorts. 1 hour and 15 minutes in the race session. So if these guys don't get their stuff together, they start wrecking left and right. Well, we might be racing that clock instead of a checkered flag, but it's Justin Hazlitt and Hen Barkham on that front row trying to take it to the championship dogs, lining up a couple rows behind them. Who do you got?
Man, this is going to be a ground pounding race. These drivers are going to have their hands full. We'll see how Al Corey in that 45 does and makes it to the front.
I believe Hazlitt making his debut actually tonight, so great debut from him. The new kid on the block trying to take it to the stock car boys. Barkham to his outside. Pace car is off. Rolling through the green flag. Here they go. Green flag is out for the season 6 finale from Iowa.
Fanning out through turns 1 and 2. Trucks all over the track. Oh, really loose there off of turn 2. That pink truck on the inside. As we take a look at the 00 of Alex Golf, trying to get at the inside of the 45 of Al Corey. Up front, though, you got the 19 of Hen Barkham trying to get to the inside, but he's just going to follow into the behind the 27 there of Justin Hazlitt, like you said, making his debut.
Yeah, Hazlitt, great run so far. Leads the first lap. Mentioned you do get a point, you can lead a lap. Al Corey, championship contender, trying to charge into the lead from 4th on the grid. Got around Goff in no time, and Corey in the 45 is looking all over the back bumper of Barkham.
Great battling throughout the field. You can see that 03 of Ryan Traver there all the way up in that 3rd lane. As you got Thumbstick Tyler trying to get him there in the number 38 there on the inside. They're trying to go 3 wide here to turns 3 and 4 with Al Corey right there in the 45. Ooh, really tight race in here.
Yeah, you mentioned you can run multiple lanes to the top low. It's pretty bumpy. I've raced here in real life in the Arkham Menard series, and I got to give it to these guys here, trying to run the top a little bit of a risky move, but they're able to get it down, able to get the momentum, they're able to make the move as Ryan there in the 03 is falling back. It's Thumbstick Tyler. Ryan, that yellow line going to burn up his tires a little bit quicker, but it's a little bit quicker in the earlier portion of the run. That's Corey into the wall, able to get it back going straight, but falling back a little bit here. As Thumbstick Tyler mentioned, he's racing on the controller in a bad hot spot from 8th on the starting grid into the last podium spot in just 5 laps.
Well, right now he's got a bad fast truck driving that right through the field. As we take a look throughout the field right here for 9th, you got the 28 of Matthew Harmon all over the back bumper of the 122 of Brian Dickens. This is just inside the top 10 as we ride on board here with Matthew Harmon. Gets to the outside of Brian. See if he can complete that pass off of turn 2.
Got the momentum.
Side by side. Got a yellow.
Spin. Yeah, spin there in the back. It's the wheelman Tyler, the other Tyler. See what happened here in the 38 truck slash 160. That's Tyler Riola's, I believe. Best guess. I'm gonna call him Tyler for now. See him get up there in the bump, and just around he goes.
Yep, those bumps are extremely tricky going into turn 1. If you can get around them, you'll have good speed. But it looks like he just went right through it, almost like it feels like a rumble strip sometimes up there. And he just gets that truck a hopping and just loses real grip. These trucks, with a lot of these most recent iRacing updates, have made them a handful like they are in real life. And these trucks can be pretty tricky here early on.
Yeah, imagine the worst interstate you've ever driven on and make it about 3 times as worse and 2 times as fast, going up there upwards of 140, 130 miles an hour in these trucks, and these things weigh a ton. We got one driver coming down pit lane. That's Keith Handlin, trying to maybe get that truck to be a better handling truck.
See what you did there.
That's pretty good, yeah.
I'm trying so hard not to
But you got a driver waiting in the broadcast room. See if we can get a word with him. Tyler, you just spun from the top lane. Tell us a little bit about what happened.
Hey there, fellas. Honestly, I was just trying to drive along, and then, as you guys said, the bumps just really got is what got me, and then yeah, it's just fun.
All right, what's the game plan from here? They're going to be rolling off deep in the field and got 90 or so laps to get back up front.
I don't think I'll be able to get to the front, but I'm gonna try at least go for at least close to top 10.
All right, well, wish you best of luck.
Thank you, guys.
iRL is there, and the 38/16. They're going to stick with the 38 truck. That's what he's got on his truck for tonight. And he's got a tall task. Mentioned a little bit ago, Jeremy, you know, it gets bumpy up there in that top lane. It's very much a risky business to be involved with, but if you can get the run down, you can make it stick, as Justin Hazlett and Barcom are going to line back up on the front row here.
Like you had just mentioned there earlier, Brayton, the speed. It's the speed that makes those bumps more tricky because you're just going so fast, and these trucks are meant for smooth racetracks, and you start getting hopping and skipping, and it's just like, if you're not making traction, and no traction means you spin out. That's just kind of how science is, right?
Definitely a big thing to worry about. So first restart of the night, going to be coming back to 91 laps to go. These drivers 100% fuel, so they should be good on fuel for the most part. I'd imagine that'd be the case. Only one driver pitting, that would keep handling the 88. Hazlett and Barco on the front row, and they're going to go handsomely as Hazlett. Huge jump from him going into turn one already.
The leader of Hazlett, Justin Hazlett, with the advantage, of course, with Tyler Merritt there. Now in second.
Old thumbstick.
Making his charge on the thumbstick with Al Corey in that 45 looking on. But man, Tyler just driving to the front, making it look easy. It's like a hot knife through butter. Yeah.
Now on the inside of Justin there, the 38 of Tyler Merritt, the thumbstick driver, already won win to the season that came at Bristol. So he knows how to get around these short tracks pretty well. 2 poles as well, both of them coming out Charlotte and Darlington. Doesn't start on the pole tonight, it doesn't matter. He's looking for the lead just 11 laps in.
11 laps in, we've got our first true battle for the lead. Merritt trying to get to the inside, just can't right now. Might just settle in here. Like you said, we're just 12 laps in, 11 laps into this race. Already just marched straight to the field, but you look third on back. The racing is extremely tight. As you look at the 03 of Traver right there, trying to make his moves right there behind Alex Goff, right outside the top 5.
Yeah, right behind that 03 to 57, that's Mark Herzog. He's trying to chase down Al Corey to 45, leading this pack currently in third. They're trying to get that championship back in contention. And let me tell you, this is a heated battle to be in if you're Mark Herzog, because these drivers like, oh, give it up. If you want to make a move, that's 03 Ryan Traver getting around Goff. Goff running the high lane. It didn't work for the other Tyler. See if it worked for Goff, and he got down pretty smooth.
Slight wiggle off of turn 2 there, but it looks like he's going to make that pass be completed. Traver in the 03 not going to put himself in the top 5. As you can see, Mark Herzog trying to follow him through there. See if he can get him through turns 1.
Battle for the lead. Tyler Merritt was looking on the outside, coming off of turn 4, and Justin wasn't going to give it to him, and Tyler had to put himself in the water, spin Justin back out of it, and got some right side damage, able to keep going strong here on the controller. See if you're going to have to hang on to it. Definitely dealing with a loose-handed truck now. I see that damage might have hurt him. He's going backwards low.
We'll see how it plays out as we go back here real quick. You can see Mark Herzog now finding himself there inside the top 5 in 5th place, trying to get to Al Corey to get that championship secured as they're tied coming to this race.
Yeah, I mentioned every point is, or every spot is 1 point. So that's going to be the difference. It's finishing 1 spot as well as a couple bonuses here and there for leading a lap, 3 points for leading the most lap, and then 5 points if you are able to win the race. So if you go out there and lead the most laps, and then you also lead a lap, you get 4 points, and you finish second, well, that's tough because the guy's going to win. He's going to get those 5 bonus points for winning the race. I'm hearing that our producer may or may not be a Bills fan. Also, if you follow along the 03 of Ryan Traver in that Bills truck. You know, the Colts beat the Bills a couple years ago. Don't ask me about a couple weeks ago. A couple years ago, it's pretty good for the Colts.
It's the same thing for the Saints. It was pretty good for the Saints a couple years ago. I was at that game. They put a little whooping, but that's back in the Drew Brees era, so we're on the struggle bus now. But as we look back up front for the battle for the lead, Justin Haslat getting tons of pressure from Tyler Merritt in that number 38 truck with Maconi set up shop on the side, putting all the pressure on Haslat. Justin right here was making his debut.
Both the drivers driving a fantastic race so far. Looking back on the season, Al Corey came into the night, mentioned tied to Mark Herzog. Only one win for Corey versus Herzog's 5. And it's a very, very big difference, very different story when you look at the results. You know, they've ran pretty similar amount of laps, pretty similar amount of top 10s. Corey has one more top 5 throughout the season, but incident points is where Herzog has excelled. Mentioned those extra wins as well. Only 19 incident points over the past 12 races for him versus Corey's 52.
It's a good thing they're not counting my incident points because it would probably be way more than that. As we look back here at the 84 of Ward Fisher, started on the tail end of the field, making his march through the field up to 16th. Outside there of the 88 of Keith Hanlon. Trying to make some passes. Looks like he's got his mojo starting to make some forward momentum as we got a good run of green flag.
It's been a great green flag run here. I mentioned those 9 top 5s there for Corey. You got to ask, well, how is he tied for the lead with only 1 win versus 5? Every single one of his top 5s was a podium finish. And actually, both those drivers, Herzog and Corey, both have missed 1 race this season. Only 11 starts for them. Both have missed a different race. Corey only actually 0 finishes outside the top 10. Worst finish is 10th at Milwaukee, where he started 2nd, and then a 6th at Sonoma, and the rest of them are all podiums. And Herzog is a bit of a similar story. Mentioned a lot cleaner season for him. A couple finishes between 5th and 10th, and then 1 15th place finish at Chicago, and his only finish outside at the top 10, even after starting on pole there. So it's been really the tale of 2 giants this entire season. We are more than happy to bring you the action for a championship race as Herzog is closing closer and closer on Al Corey.
As we watch that battle right there between the 96 of Cooper and the 21 of Jacob Bettis, that's for 13th and 14th. Side by side, looks as 96 gets a good run on the outside, gonna prevail. One thing I like about working these broadcasts with Brayton is he's like an encyclopedia. It gives you so much information about these leagues, and doing a great job tonight, Brayton, as getting great in-depth information about how those seasons gone for these championship contenders. As Al Corey's last lap was a 24:15. Mark Hartsoff was a 24:04. We'll see if you can get any closer to her and get see if you can get that pass made and get that championship battle on. As our looking at right there, the 122 of Brian Dickens, awesome looking pink, black, and fluorescent machine.
And the dirt track bank down and back bumper on the quarter panel as well as the hood. Beautiful scheme. I love how it has the 1 and the 122 incorporated. Actually gonna get loose, about turns off the corner and able to get it going. And straight again, dirt tracking here at Iowa. Iowa's known for some dirt tracks. Knoxville about an hour or so away here from Newton. But I think got the wrong track, Brian.
See if he can rebound. Oh, really close right there.
Nick Halda there about make contact and ripping the lip behind them.
Ooh. Wow. These drivers are starting to put on some great laps right here. I think we're 25 laps in this green flag run.
Yeah, we are. They were a quarter of the way through this entire race, about 17 laps into the run. And look at Keith Hanlon there, picked up 5-6 spots from that restart. She came down pit road, made some adjustments, got the truck handling pretty good, and slowly working her way up through the field, keeping the pack currently. But you see the battles all throughout this field, all throughout this race. And right here inside the top 5, that's Hen Barkham. Right behind them, though, is the man on a mission, Mark Herzog. Remember, we're talking about those finishes a couple of minutes ago. The big thing for Herzog, he has the worst average finish between him and Al Corey, but those extra 20 points from winning 4 extra races that's allowed him to close up on Corey here. And, that's what happens when you have a season-long championship. You don't have a playoff system. You still get great results. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
As you can see, the 57 of Mark Hertzhoff trying to get this pass on the 19 of Hen Barkham so he can set sail and try to go past Al Corey for that championship battle. Pretty crazy how it comes all the way down. The whole season comes down to this one race. Here we are at Iowa, putting on a great show. These drivers trying to find traction wherever they can. The fastest way around the track is pretty much wherever anybody can make it happen. As the 57 of Mark Hertzhoff makes that pass, he's now in 4th place, putting his sights on Al Corey.
He got no one in between him and Corey now, and about a second attempt to separate him and Corey from that championship. No driver has a bonus point yet. That's going to be huge. See if these drivers are able to get together and restart this point, put them side by side.
Man, this is wicked exciting racing right here. The championship contenders going to be pretty much nose to tail here at some point as we take a look at the number 38 of Tyler Merritt, as known as Thumbstick, and the number 38 hanging on to about a half a second within Justin Hazza, who's been leading every lap so far here in the 027, making his debut like we said earlier on, doing a great job up front holding off Tyler Merritt, who really started in 8th spot and made a hard charge up here to 2nd position. Oh, gets a little loose there off of turn 4.
Yeah, the drivers were starting to deal with a loose ending truck and a loose ending track. Temperature itself hasn't really changed a whole lot, up a couple degrees from the drop of the green flag, but many of these drivers are putting some wear and tear on their rear tires. Oh, it's one driver getting the loosey-goosey to 122. Brian Dickens able to get it.
Great save, great
Wound
save.
up, fantastic save there. We're gonna lose a ton of spots, 5 or 6 of them, but instead of having to tow to pit lane, to the replay, see what happened here.
I'm going to take a deep breath here for Brian Dickens after that great save.
Yeah, loose off turn 4. I love the pink gauges too. I didn't know that was something they could do. The bright pink gauges are fantastic touch there, and just gets loose, and Mitch, I think he's at the wrong track. I think he's got Knoxville down the road, and even got the downshift going to give him better momentum and get a better launch.
Right now holding on to 14th position. Trying to survive at that right rear tire cool down. Probably very unhappy with them right now as we check as the number 87 of Nick Halda right now in 9th position. Battling, try to get around the 03 of Ryan Traver for 8th.
I'm very confused now about those gauges, because he had some bright pink gauges, and looking back at it.
Oh, I'm talking about Painter right now. I'm trying to figure it out. Don't you worry.
I'm very confused here, because I'm looking on my end and they're on and off. So Brian just haven't figured out that in all my years of iRacing, I don't seem to have figured out. As you see that these drivers are trying to figure out who wants to be inside the top 10. Right here, the battle for it. Ryan Traver there in the 03. Nick Halda on the A7 slide job almost to the bottom, and they got Thomas Hazlitt. I'm guessing he's Justin's brother. Never had a yes or leader there in the 2. That'd almost be too much of a coincidence, right?
Too much of a coincidence. But it's great to see them out here, that's for sure. There's Thomas right there looking at the 03, just hanging on the outside. Man, wow, these drivers have got their hands full now, tons of tire wear. This is when the racing gets good, when you get that comers and goers.
See the 117 there behind him, the Krispy Kreme truck, making me hungry. You know, I'll tell you, Jeremy, if I wasn't the pizza guy, I'd be the donut guy. Then it wouldn't be for my donuts on the track either, that's for sure. As I'll answer producer real quick, you know, I've done some donuts in my day. I've eaten some donuts too. I'll say that. I haven't won a race at Iowa though. I'd love to. I'll be here next year. Fantastic track, fantastic facility. I got the honors to race a couple years ago. It's a pretty fast track for a short track. I'll give it that. It has a very unique character. Then they went and repaved it. Don't know why. Don't ask me why. No one cares about my opinion. That's all. That's another fantastic looking truck as you ride on board here with Halda. Yellow flag is out. The Cosmic Brownie truck is going to get a chance to eat one as the yellow is out. I believe it is. Oh no, it's Tyler Relis again. second incident tonight, second caution tonight. And this one's a lot harder of a hit.
It's going to be a big hit. I do believe if he did not use that fast repair earlier on, should have it available, but this is a long green flag. Oh, it just came up, and unfortunately the 84 was there.
That's Ward Fisher in the red 84. 3 wide. I don't know if they knew they were 3 wide or what.
Had his hands full for sure. You can see come off turn 4.
I came up there and collected Riley Smith in the 024 as well.
Not sure if it maybe hurt his entry when he went there into turn 1 and 2 because he was already on the bottom because he was loose off of turns 3 and 4 that one time, and it kind of had him maybe on a not a very good entry to turn 1 and 2 and just kind of slid up into that number 84 of Ward Fisher.
That biggest loser there is Riley Smith. I imagine if they're going to pit here, they have a couple sets in the bank, and here comes the field now. Fresh tires and fuel for all these guys, and we're going to talk to the man tonight real quick. Tyler, what happened?
I don't know, honestly.
Well, have you used your fast repair yet? We know you were in an incident earlier tonight, and your truck's looking pretty banged up nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you the best, and we wish these next 50 laps go a lot smoother than the first 50 laps. I just try to find a pit stall here.
Thank you.
I'm not really sure he knows what happened there. As Justin Hazlett winning the battle off pit lane, and Mark Herzog, I think, stayed out. To get that point, that 1 bonus point for leading a lap, big brain 10,000 IQ move there for Herzog if he is able to win the championship by that 1 point. Don't come down pit lane now.
Sure.
But gets that bonus point for leading a lap over Al Corey. The only downside is all 19 drivers that started tonight are still in the field. I say very, very, very damaged Tyler Rail is, and he's going to have to work his way through the field and around those 19 drivers. So we are still a couple laps before we go back green flag racing. We're going to take a quick break here from Newton, Iowa. We'll be back.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need, Maconi.
With the launch of Maconi Entertainment and Maconi Competizone alongside Maconi Setup Shop, we now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at MaconiSetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Maconi Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Welcome back to the virtual Newton, Iowa, or the virtual Iowa Speedway here from Newton, Iowa. It's Justin Hazlett restarts from the lead, and huge leap there from the green flag. Second restart tonight over thumbstick Tyler Merritt, who's struggling on that top side. I lied, he's right there in line behind Hazlett, but behind him they're struggling.
But I can tell you a lot of these drivers taking a deep breath after that awesome green flag run, getting a fresh set of tires. Going on the attack though is Tyler Merritt trying to take the lead through turns 1 and 2.
Merritt on the bottom, running that yellow line on the bottom group here. Not going to have the momentum that Justin has on the outside, and there goes the momentum. Justin will be able to clear Tyler Merritt for the lead. Merritt going to have to run diamond line here, exit a 4 and build his momentum back.
Bees Nest right here, almost 3 wide here between Barkham, Harmon, and Golf.
Big send for lead. Tyler Merritt side by side off a turn 2, the closest he's been all night. Able to carry momentum down into turn 3. Gonna be able to get clear, maybe off of 4, sliding up, not clear. Hazlett goes in the wall, a little bit of contact, gonna drag him back, gonna kill his momentum, and side by side again. Thumbstick Tyler Merritt able to lead that lap.
Doing everything he can with a controller and a hot spot. Across. Oh, a little contact.
More contact. They're gonna spin. Tyler goes low. Hazlett stuck high up by the wall, able to stay up there. No one else hits him. And that's going to give the lead to Al Corey, your championship leader. And just like that,
wow,
Hazlett tonight has gone from good to great to bad. See what happened here. Jim, you take the call on this one.
Taking a look at that 38 machine of Tyler Merritt. We'll see what happens here going into turns 3 and 4. Oh, they're both really loose. They're off of turn 2. Tyler really tight there, all at 27. Looks like it came just a little bit. And when they did, they were just, I think Merritt was higher than the 27 was expecting of Hazlett there. So I think Hazlett was just trying to make his turn. And unfortunately, I think the 38 was higher than he's expecting. Just kind of made contact between the two, and we'll see how Justin Hazlett's going to feel about that, though. That was quite tight racing, and we'll see what race control does as well.
Yeah, very, very tight racing indeed there, and they're going to have that in these short track situations. Hazlett coming down pit lane there, get an opportunity to maybe fix her up, throw some rubber on it. Only one set remaining, so I don't think I'll throw new tires on it despite the spin, but we will have to see. He's got that first pit stall. They're at the end of pit lane. And drive by his buddy there in the 122, Brian Dickens, getting some service as well. No, he's gonna take a faster pair, but no tires for the 027, and he's gonna have less than 50 laps, less than optimal to get back up front after leading over half this race.
Apparently thinking that his damage was enough to merit
Speaking of
the faster pair, and like you said, speaking of merit,
able to hang on to the lead.
Let's see what happens here when we come to the 1 to go signal. Not yet. Looks like we're gonna go around one more time. I guess we'll take a look at the top 5 here.
A good old thumbstick. Tyler Merritt able to hang on to the lead. No penalties from that one. Just a racing incident to my knowledge. But Tyler Merritt's going to get the lead. Al Corey there in second. Championship contender here tonight. Matthew Harmon in third there, the 28. Haven't really talked about him a whole lot tonight. Up handful of spots, 9 to be exact from his starting spot. The 00 Alex Goff here behind Harmon. There, we talked about Goff quite a bit. The Cosmic Brownie truck. Little Debbie trying to find a little victory lane action tonight. And then right behind him is Hen Barkham. He's had a very eventful but quiet night there on the representing iRL on the side of that beautiful number 19 truck. So a lot of fast trucks here tonight. A lot of drivers, multiple groups for all of them. Ryan Traver there in the Bills truck, boo. And a couple other beautiful schemes. The field is going to take 1 to go. Krispy Kreme truck, that's the 117 of Campbell, hauled in front of him. Cooper there in the Iowa Hawkeyes. Iowa? Yeah, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Scheme. Very fitting, very, very fitting scheme. I don't know if that's his regular scheme or if he's just running that because we're at Iowa tonight. One driver running in our top 10, that's Thomas Hazlett. I'm assuming the brother to Justin.
Right behind him, you got Mark Herzog, battling here for that championship in 11th in that number 57 truck, trying to make his way back to the front. As we say, Al Corey, the one he's battling, is now in the front row.
Yeah, Herzog is hurting for sure in that point, but I gotta get up to Al Corey in a 45 in this front battle for the lead. Corey trying to lead to that, kind of love the playing field as far as bonuses go. Herzog is only in contention really because of those bonus points. 5 wins to Corey's 1. And right now it's all Tyler Thumbstick Merritt.
Great launch as usual for the leaders. Having that advantage. iRacing rewards you a lot for having that lead. As that battle for second place is almost side by side. The 28 of Matthew Harmon trying to clear the 45 of Al Corey. He's going to.
Yeah, Harmon able to slide job his way there to second, as no one's really given Tyler Merritt a fight tonight except for Justin Hazlett. Hazlett made up, by the way, 6 spots in that opening restart.
Not wasting any time to march his way to the front. He was the leader for a reason. We'll see if he can get there. It's Al Corey right there in the number 45. Right now, our championship leader. We look through the field. You got Justin Hazard right here in 12th. After just getting spun while running for the lead. Trying to get right now to the inside of Robin Maldonado. I cannot say that.
Maldonado there.
Maldonado, there we go.
Something like that. Sounds like a dodo bird.
I just botched that. Save that clip for later.
Hey, Robin, you better go down to the customs office or the post office getting your social security card. Side by side, though.
I'm adding syllables.
I think it made it more complicated than it had to, as Herzog is sitting there quietly in that 57 truck there in 9th, need to go catch Al Corey. Here comes Hazlitt, though, right behind him, and Thomas. We're going to see the supposed brothers in the 2 and the 027. See how hard these two race against each other.
Ryan Traver right there, and the 03 was one of our drivers that's been in and out of the top 5. Right now you got John Campbell right there behind him in the 117, a white and green machine. Oh, the 19 right there. Woo!
Party on board now with John Campbell. Trying to do some donuts tonight, trying to eat some donuts. See if we can get a focus on Justin Hazlitt now side by side with his supposed brother Thomas. The 027 working his way around the outside. Now looking to the inside of Nick Halda.
Makes it look easy.
Yeah, I mean, he's flying through and these guys are in the top 10. You know, these aren't the no chump change drivers at all. These are the best of the best that iRL has to offer, and Hazlitt's cooking up here. Next up is a championship contender, Mark Herzog.
Right now, Mark Hartsoff right there. 5 positions back from Al Corey in the 45, who's currently running in 3rd for that championship battle. As we get 38 laps to go in this race, he's going to want to start picking those drivers off because it's going to happen quick.
See Cooper back here, fighting with a handful of drivers. Got Robin Maldonado there in the 18 in front of him.
I got all messed up.
Keith handling inside that top 10 barely. Actually just outside of it, but trying to work his way inside of it.
Great racing right now between these drivers here throughout the field. Drivers all the way up against the wall. Drivers running mid to the bottom of the track. Clean and green. 35 laps to go next time by. Does anybody have anything for Tyler Merritt, who's almost out to his 2nd lead?
I mean, huge lead so far for Merritt. Mentioned no one really was able to contend with him except for Justin there in the 027, and just I'm starting the back, able to go away and pull away. For clarification, I believe Cooper is actually just Brian Cooper. We're gonna call him Cooper.
Oh man, great 3-wide racing right there in front of the 027 of Justin Hazlitt between Traver, Barcombe, and Herzog, excuse me, now finds himself in the top 5 as the 03 loose and into the grass. Can he keep it off the wall?
Just barely kisses it. He's out of the racing group, so no caution. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get one. And just like the rest of the Billis fan base, going out in style. Going down the bottom of the running order as well. Going to stay on the lead of that, but barely.
Good thing there was no tables down there.
Meanwhile, it's all Tyler Merritt getting laps led, being dominant out front. The biggest gap in this entire field, see these guys, single file, 5, 6, 7 deep. It's Tyler Merritt, though, the lead. See him side by side back here, though. That's 87 of Halda, and that's Hen Barkham. And the 19, both the drivers starting inside the top 10. Yellow flag comes out. Oh, big wreck going into turn 1. But the 122 of Brian Dickens is around, and then the 96 of Brian Cooper gets out of here like a DB Cooper.
Oh, trying to get back to speed and put a little too much gas in it.
Just don't know what happened. So we're gonna see what happened. Going down the back straightaway, Brian has a huge run. It's an 18 of Maldonado there. They're going to split them 3 wide, and this isn't going to work out. They're going to split them 3 wide, and oh, the 122, just like in the first run of this race, gets loose after a handful of laps, and gets loose, comes down the track after having to, passing the marbles, and DB Cooper down there just disappears. Like he jumped out of an airplane.
Unfortunately, had nowheres to go.
He tried to hang on. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he was trying to save it, but unfortunately there was a truck there when he was making that attempt.
If Brian wasn't down there, he would have been A-okay. I think he would have been save it. I don't know if pit lane is open. It is. You see a handful of field. The leaders stay out. As this is going to shake up his entire field. Who's leading them in? It's Al Corey. Herzog as well, and they're championship contenders, both on the same strategy here. But Thumbstick Tyler Merritt stays out along with Alex Goff, Justin Hazlitt, Nick Halda, and that's about it. Thomas as well.
See if we got any strategies throughout the field. See if anybody tries to do 2 tires, tries to jump some positions.
Al Corey leads the tire takers out. He'll also have 38/160 of Tyler. The other Tyler, not Merritt, Reales there as a driver that stayed out. See anyone take a second chance? No. So it's going to be Al Corey. Actually, yes, Tyler Reales does come down and get some fresh tires after thinking better of it. But Al Corey going to be rolling up 5th or 6th on fresh tires and about 30 laps to go.
You can see right there on your screen, the iRacing Black Friday sale is underway. 25% off for 1 or 2 year renewals. New users are looking at 50% off. Now is the time to get your feet wet and try out iRacing with these great Black Friday deals.
And we got another event coming up this Saturday, actually, Movember. So you can go and get that iRacing subscription, renew it, or get a new one and go sign up for the Movember Saturdays for the boys. All difference goes towards making all proceeds goes towards making a difference in men's health. So go and sign up today, 8 p.m. Eastern, this Saturday, November 30th. Trucks at Daytona, broadcast, of course, here on Maconi Entertainment. Go over to Maconi Setup Shop /Movember. It's like November, but with an M. And see the schedule there. Practice begins at 6, qualifying begins in the LCQ. So you can lock into qualifying. They're going to take a handful of drivers from the LCQ and then provisional spots as well. So go sign up for a great cause. I believe I saw earlier today the prize pool was upwards of $500 throughout the field. Something like that. Go sign up though. It's going to be a great time to drive. These trucks right here you see on your screen. Same truck you also get in the Maconi Fixed series there for the C-Fix side of things. And you can go and try and win some moolah. And if you don't win anything, you made a difference for men's health. And that's something to be proud of regardless.
Brayton, I believe you should be in the broadcast booth for that, and I'm going to make myself an attempt to make the race. So we'll
I have no idea who's in the
goes.
broadcast booth for that, to be honest, but I don't think it's me. But we'll find out. So Pace Carlo is getting ready to pull off. I think he's tired of old Merritt here riding his back bumper. New tires with old tires. See the difference here. It's going to be Merritt and Cosmic Brownies of Alex Goff on the front row. Merritt, the nice little jump there. See how long he's able to hang on. Racing the clock, only 30 minutes left and about 25 laps. And look at Al Corey in the 45 flying through the corners here.
The 57 of Mark Herzog right there just behind him, trying to weave his way through right there, trying to get back to that 45 truck to get that battle for that championship. Oh, we got a truck getting loose right there, just right in front of Mark Herzog, but it played out just well. As you can see, the 45 of Al Corey now trying to get to the inside of Justin Haslat with the fresher tires. Looks like he's going to make that pass happen and set his sights on Tyler Merritt up front. As we got a yellow on the
Yellow
track.
flag out for the 4th, 5th, 6th sometime, and it's DB Cooper. Disappearing again like a plane. Out of a plane. Second caution tonight for him. See what happened.
Right in that third lane, there's a couple bumps right there.
Mentioned risky business riding up there, and there's the risky part.
This happens so quick.
Nothing you can really do, and there's not a whole lot of grip up there either to really be able to save it.
Just a little touch to that inside wall should be okay.
So, handful of laps to go. New tires versus old tires. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, figure out who's gonna win a championship and the race.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need, Maconi.
With the launch of Maconi Entertainment and Maconi...
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need, Maconi.
With the launch of Maconi Entertainment and Maconi Competizone alongside Maconi Setup Shop, we now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at MaconiSetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Maconi Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
I'm Brayton Lasser. Joining me in the booth tonight is Jeremy Briggs, DJ Line, working our control as our producer. And it is 22 laps to go when we go back green flag racing here right now. Tyler Merritt leads the field for the 15th restart tonight. Well, not quite the 15th, but feels that way. And we got a championship on the line. Al Corey in the 45, Mark Herzog in the 57, side by side there for third.
Wow, we got a great restart on our hands and a championship battle as well. The 45, Al Corey, 57, Mark Herzog, right there. Oh, Herzog right into the wall off of turn 4. I was going to give him a little space from Al Corey.
Herzog falls back. He's going to allow a couple cars to slide in between him and Corey. That's Hen Barkham and Justin Hazlett. Hazlett, I believe, on the older tires. Five just came down, got some fresh. He's out to double check there, but Al Corey going for the lead up there in the 45. Here comes Herzog, splitting these guys free wide through the middle, no problem.
Trying to make the charge with 20 laps to go for the championship. On the line, trying to get to that 45 of Al Corey. Now has his sights set on him as Al Corey now dives to the inside of Tyler Merritt to try to take the lead through turns 3 and 4. His first tires are probably going to make this quite easy, but Tyler Merritt digging on the outside just gets into the wall.
Trying to do why he can hang on. 20 lap difference in tires between Merritt in the 38 and Al Corey in the 45. 45 of Corey with the fresher tires. Herzog now in third behind these guys. Half-second difference between him and the car behind him. That's Hazlett, their leader for most of this race, but the championship is coming down to the wire here.
And coming down to the wire, look at that Toyota on the inside right there, trying to get to the inside of the Ford of Merritt. That's Herzog That's the championship battle between the 45 of the leader and the 57 of Herzog.
Like I mentioned, these two have been picture perfect all season long. If Herzog wins, Al Corey's second. If Al Corey's able to sneak a win in there, then Herzog's second. That's pretty much how it's been back and forth. If someone else wins, well, one of them, if not both of them, are on the podium. As Herzog working his way around Tyler Merritt now, side by side there for second. Doesn't want Corey to drive away with it. Herzog able to get the move, stick on the bottom, gets around Tyler Merritt, and now he's got to chase down Al Corey.
Look right through the field. There you can see Ryan Trevor right there making a run back to the field after that little incident off of turn 4 earlier. You can still see a little wiggle trying to make the charge back through the field. John Campbell right there in front of him in the 117. You got Nick Holiday, Keith Handelon right there as well. All around here for 5th on back. You see Justin Haslat, the leader of the most laps tonight, and that 027 on the older tires right now, just getting eaten up by all these guys with 4 tires right now.
Yeah, I don't know what they're really hoping for. Maybe a late race caution the next 3 to 5 laps. They would give them 7, 8 laps of green flag racing, go and chase these guys down. But Al Corey, Mark Herzog going for the lead, going for this is more than just the race win. This is a championship on the line here. 13 races, and it comes down to the final 15 laps here from Newton, Iowa. Herzog is closing, and he's closing quick, about half a 10th lap.
This whole season, this whole race, 100 laps in this whole race, with 14 laps to go and a championship online. They are nose to tail out of turns 3 and 4. Herzog was just a smidgen faster last time. Well, check the times this time, and Herzog still faster. Can Al Corey in the 45 hold off the 57 of Mark Herzog for the championship and the win?
So he hasn't been able to beat Herzog. Heads up, mentioned Herzog has the most wins this season, 5, and Corey has a ton more podiums. Has been able to hang on. Actually has a huge podium statistic. Mentioned those stats earlier. In 11 starts, 9 top 5s on 9 of those being a podium finish. The rest of his finishes are just inside the top 10, so great average finish from him. Herzog, a lot of top 10s, a lot of top 5s, only 1 finish outside the top 10, but those 5 wins have made him the man to beat all season long. And it comes down here, a clash of titans at the 3/4 mile Iowa Speedway here, and Herzog is there.
Herzog is there, but the next question is, can he make the pass? That dirty air from the 45 truck making it extremely difficult. The 57 trying to run just a slightly different line to get some air on that right front fender. Now dives to the inside. Almost contact. Holy cow.
Side by side for a split second, they about made contact there like you saw. Herzog falls back, trying to get another run down. Less than 10 laps to go here. He was able to sort it out, less than 7.5 miles to go. They have pulled away from thumbstick Tyler Merritt, 2.5 seconds back to him in third. He's trying to hang on to this ordered rubber, and it's going to come down between these two. They don't take each other out.
A race win, a championship on the line between these two drivers. You couldn't have asked for more of a dogfight to the end. Under 10 laps to go. This is such a battle. It's so hard to look to the rest of the field because they are so close up front with only 8 laps to go this time by.
And looking at Al Corey, average finish of 3.5. Fantastic average finish for him. Looking at Herzog, only average finish of 4.3. Looking to maybe increase that a little bit. Looking low. Looking side by side for the win. Looking side by side for the championship. Whoever wins it gets it. Bit of a bobble from both trucks down the back straightaway. Corey's going to come out ahead low.
That top line seems to be just the preferred line right here because you just got that little extra momentum on the exits. That's what's holding the 57 back. He was trying the top. Now he's trying the bottom, doing everything he can with 7 laps to go to get around for the race win and the championship.
At this point, no tires left for either one of these drivers. They're leaving everything on the table here. If a caution comes out, I don't think he'll be able to hang on really with the guys behind them with the same amount of tire wear, but just, they've been pushing like crazy since these that restart a couple of laps ago. And their lap times, even though they're 10, 15, 20 laps into these tires, they're still fairly competitive to the rest of the field. 3 seconds now to third, and Herzog is trying to find something here, pull some magic out of the hat, and go chase down Al Corey and get around him. It's a lot easier chasing down. It's a lot harder to actually get around and make a pass.
Mark Herzog trying to do everything right, trying to keep just the air on the nose so he can get a good run, but it just hurts him right here on the exits when he comes across. Just loses that arrow, gets him a little bit tight, starts to slide those tires, trying to do everything he can right now to get the outside up that 45 Canadian Tire of Al Corey. We're coming down to the last 4 laps. 96 laps. This race comes down to this. Nose to tail for this championship battle.
800 plus laps completed by each driver this season, and it's going to come down to the final one here at Iowa. Coming to 3 laps to go this time. Herzog looking low, slides up the track a little bit on the exit, able to keep it down, but it's going to kill his momentum. Falls back in line, 2-3 truck links, and he's able to build a run down the back straightaway.
Herzog knows right now he just has to try everything he can because he's obviously almost making contact off of turn 2, driving it in super deep into turn 3 and 4, doing everything he can. Coming to 2 laps to go. Al Corey doing everything right. We got a yellow flag. Yellow flag is on the track.
And it is DB Brian Cooper around for the 3rd time tonight. He's going to go and use up our 1 green-white checkered, and let me tell you, this is going to be a fun one to watch. As we got the 38 of Tyler Ellis. He's been another driver involved in a handful of cautions tonight. He's going to get an incident up the track here, slides up the track, bounces off the wall, and the DB Brian Cooper, and bringing out our, well, it should be our final, hopefully, our final caution of the night. We're going to use that 1 green-white checkered. Quick recap of how that works. We're going to have 2 laps here. We're going to come back. We're going to take the green. If we wreck on that first lap, then that's going to be all she wrote. The race will end under yellow. If you make it to the white flag, well, we are finishing that race under green flag conditions, even when the whole field wrecks, like they do here in this replay.
96 just kind of trying to sneak around that and just unfortunately got tangled up in another driver's slip up.
Wrong time, wrong place. I don't see any takers down pit lane. We have 1, Justin Hazlett. Polestar Knight led about half the race. I see these 2, their leaders bump drafting here under the caution.
Guess just maybe trying to play a little mind games right here. I like to see it.
Regardless, so it's been a fantastic season for both these drivers. Between them, 5 combined poles and, you know, handful of, you know, starts. Both these, they missed 1 race throughout the season respectively, which is kind of crazy. You know, I don't know the circumstances of those missed races, but you're like, man, maybe if I wasn't, you know, eating Krispy Kreme donuts that night.
They do sound pretty good right about now too. So does pizza. Pizza sounds great.
So,
Pizza
quick recap of how the points work. It's 1 spot, 1 point. You get a bonus for leading a lap and bonus for leading the most laps. You know these drivers can get that, but then you get 5 bonus points for winning the race. Herzog has won 5, looking for number 6. 50% of the races he has started, he has won. If he's able to get this 6th win here tonight in his 12th start. A pretty outstanding stat. So there's 5 bonus points for winning the race. That's going to be the biggest difference here, and that's going to be what wins these drivers a championship.
Guess the best way to put it is probably the winner takes all at this point.
If we're going for all the marbles, all for all the donuts and all the cosmic brownies here.
See if we get the 1 to go signal this time out of 3 and 4 as we look at our Maconi Entertainment drone cam. Great shot right here as we look at the field. Looks like they're doubling up, coming to the start finish line.
I will say it's really going to be, you don't even have to win the race. You just have to finish in front of the other here. They can both fall back. For some reason, maybe they burnt their tires up. Herzog stayed out earlier and led a lap under caution to get the 1 bonus point. Corey obviously has led the last couple laps to get the bonus point there. So they each have the same amount of bonus points. So they're pretty equal as they run right here, right now, if they were in the same position. So it's whoever beats who. You don't have to win the race. You can wreck the other guy and have 2 tires. As long as someone pushes you across the line, we might see a Cars movie style ending. But regardless, we're going to have a movie style ending here tonight. I mentioned 800 plus laps this season for both these drivers, and all is coming down to these final 2 here from Iowa Speedway. Pace car expected to roll off this time off turn 4. It does. Al Corey in the 45. Mark Herzog on the top side of the 57. Green flag is out for the final time tonight. Decent lead there for Corey, but Herzog's going to fall car length back, and here comes Tyler Merritt in the 38.
Does Merritt have anything on this cycle of tires? The 57 with the preferred lane. But that's all Al Corey wants to see out of his mirror right now is them side by side for second. Al Corey in a great spot as he sees the white flag being waved this time.
Coming off of turn 4, not there yet. No wrecks in the backfield. White flag is out. Corey takes it going into turn 1 for the final time. The final 3/4 miles for the League of Legends iRacing League here. The season 6 has been dominated by Mark Herzog, but so far this race, the final 25 laps, has been all Al Corey looking for his first championship. And coming off of turn 4, Herzog sends it, not able to get there, and Corey's going to get it done. They were trying to duke it out back there in the back. They were trying to figure out who wanted the 7th spot. They were 3-4 wide coming off the final corner. But Al Corey able to steal the win there. Both these drivers have been quiet all night. Him and Herzog mentioned not really stellar qualifying performances from these drivers. Both of them are in the top 10, but not really expect them to be. They already seem to be up front. Late race caution changes everything, and Al Corey burned it down.
What a great finish there to the end. Great clean driving by the drivers. Very impressive race here tonight. Very impressive.
Very, very clean racing. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, you see DB Cooper there giving a little bit of bump. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Then when we come back, we'll go down the running order. We'll talk to our season champion.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need, Maconi.
With the launch of Maconi Entertainment and Maconi Competizone alongside Maconi Setup Shop, we now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at MaconiSetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Maconi Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the beautiful and lovely virtual Iowa Speedway here in Newton, Iowa. My name is Brayton Lasher. Joining me in the booth tonight was Jeremy Briggs and the lovely DJ Lineworth and controls as our producer. And we just watched a heck of finale here, the season 6 championship race from Iowa for the League of Legends iRacing League. Al Corey gets the job done, doesn't have to win the race, has to go out with a bang and does so anyways, and leads 24 laps and rocks up victory tonight to seal the deal and win the championship. Mark Herzog, championship competitor, comes home in second, right behind him and 2 tenths away from a championship. Hen Barkham there in third. thumbstick Tyler Merritt hangs on the old tires there for 4th. Brian Traver there in 5th. John Campbell there in 6th. Justin Hazlitt led about half the race, 48 laps to be exact, started on pole and late race shuffle through pit strategy and a wreck there with Merritt sends him through the field and not quite able to get back up front. Out scuff there, Cosmic Brownie truck. He has a cosmic day there. He's going to finish 8th for starting 3rd. Keith Hannon able to get Hannon truck there very, very well late in the race. After a rough start for him, he's going to finish 9th. And then Nick Halda running out your top 10.
In 11th position, you got Matthew Harmon, and number 28, Jacob Bettis, finished 12th. Ward Fisher, he started tail on the field, comes home 13th. In the 14th position, you got the 18 of Robin there. In 15th, you got the number 2 of Thomas Hazlitt. In the 16th position, you got the 96 of Cooper. In 17th, you got the 24 of Riley Smith, and then Bear is not finishing the race. In 18th, the 160, I believe. He was I can't remember what it was. Will Tyler, and then he was 5 laps down. And then Brian Dickens, the 122, had a couple instances there. He finishes out in 19th.
Got a lot of rough go around for some of their drivers there tonight, looking for the holiday off season starting next week. But meanwhile, we're focused on season 6, and we're focused on Al Corey, your season 6 champion. Goes out and gets the job done, has a quiet start to the night, but ends up in victory lane. Al, tell us about your race.
I'm stunned. I'm really stunned. I was able to hold Mark Herzog off. That green-white checker actually probably helped me because I was able to get away on the restart. Otherwise, he might have tracked me down in the last 10 laps. So yeah, I'm so happy, but a little surprised.
You mentioned surprise, and you're looking at the stats this season. Herzog, 5 wins, looking for a 6th. Then you came into the night, only 1 win of the season, although you had 9 podium finishes. I don't know if you realize that. Not a single finish outside the top 10 either. Outstanding statistics, and just being more consistent was able to get you in this position, even though Herzog mentioned those 5 wins, there's extra bonus points. Came into the night tied. And did you really think, though, you had a shot to go and, beat him? At what point did you think you had him beat? Qualifying, you beat him in qualifying, you started moving in front of him knowing you were dead nuts even.
Yeah, but see, the qualifying times were super close. But if you watch the way that race unfolded, Mark stayed out for a bonus point and pitted late, so he came from the back. And I know we had 1 caution in there, but he was right back up to me again. So he was really good on a long run and a short run. So I honestly never thought I had it won until I got to turn 1 in the green-white checker, and I saw him three or four trucks behind me, and 3 or 4 truck lengths behind me, and I thought, well, if I can just hold it together for 2 more laps, I'll be fine.
Well, you had an outstanding restart there to cap off an outstanding season. Anybody you want to thank?
I first of all, I want to thank Cooper and the LOL iRL league. It's a wonderful, great, fantastic league. They're partners with us over at Triple Bypass Racing, and we just have a great time with them. So I want to thank them. I want to thank Tyler Merritt for sponsoring tonight's race. You guys, thanks for coming in and doing the broadcast. And finally, I just want to give a tip of the hat to Mark Herzog, who had a wonderful season.
Of course, well, thank you for taking time to speak with us, and thank you for putting a barn burner of a finish.
All right, thanks, guys.
Next, we're going to talk to the man who came home second in the championship and second in the race. Needed to beat Al Corey and not able to get the job done, but a fantastic season regardless. He's standing by with Jeremy.
Mark Herzog, the number 57 truck, finishing second tonight, 1 position out of the win, and second in the championship. Man, Mark, I think we believe you need to go green there to the end to get that win, man. You were so close. You're doing everything you could. Walk us through your night.
Yeah, I think having pitted early for that bonus point and putting me back in the pack just made me have to work that much harder. But congrats on Ali. He ran a really good, smart race, and he was where he needed to be, and he pulled it off, and I couldn't catch him.
Mark, the season came down to the last few laps of the whole season, and this one race, man. It was great racing out there. Who do you got to thank for getting you here tonight and your championship runs this whole season?
I just got to thank Cooper for putting on this league along with the sister league TPP. You guys giving us a nice broadcast tonight. But all these guys that come out and run with us, it's fun. Everybody's respectful. Everybody tries to run clean. Got got to thank my wife Linda for letting me come out here and spend a couple hours doing this with these fine gentlemen. And it's been a fun season. And Al won it on merit. Don't let him say anything else about it. He won it on merit.
Well, it was a great race by all, and it was really great to be part of this event. Great to see this league. Glad we could give you guys a great broadcast for your season finale, Mark. Hopefully, we'll talk to you guys in the near future. Congratulations.
Thank you again, and I congratulate Al on his season championship. And take care, guys. Hope we'll see you again sometime soon.
As Mark Herzog mentioned, a very eventful night for him, a very eventful season, but a season to be proud of nonetheless. Another driver to be proud of finishes right behind the championship contenders. Ben Harcum, you come home third tonight. You were also third in the championship standings. You're able to beat Matthew Harmon there and John Campbell, who were in the hunt right behind you. Tell us a little bit about your race.
It was a pretty good race, all race. Had some really fun battles. We had a really close finish with Tyler there, like 0.6 of a second, I think. Had a good race. Had burned up my stuff a little bit in the beginning there, but I managed to save a little bit left for the end.
And then looking at the season as a whole, you weren't able to find Victor Lane, but you were awfully close. That second place finish last week out at Michigan, a handful of podiums, Chicagoland, and a lot of 4th, 5th, 6th place finishes. What more do you think you needed for a race to go your way and end up in victory lane?
Maybe another caution, get some fresh tires.
Of course, everyone loves a great late race caution and some fresh tires. Anybody you want to thank?
I just want to thank Brian Cooper for all the stuff he does for LOL IRL League. Thanks, Tyler, for putting on this broadcast, and thank you guys for broadcasting it. And just thanks everybody for a great season. It was fun.
All right, well, thank you for taking time to speak with us.
Thank you. Y'all have a good
I was going to say have a good night. But Ben Harcum there coming home third. And Jeremy, it was a fantastic barn burner of a race. And tell us a little bit about what you thought you saw tonight.
You said it right there, Brayton. What an absolute barn burner. The whole season, you said these drivers were 800 laps. Several podiums, nose to tail, first, seconds, thirds. Then it came this race all the way down to the final lap. That was what this racing is all. That's what the racing season was all about, and it goes to show you how well-rounded the league is when it can come down to the last lap for the championship. It was a great race.
Of course, these drivers had 3/4 of a mile of a racetrack to use, and they used all 3/4 mile. Thank you, though, to our race sponsor, Maconi Stepshop, and Tyler Mayer, as well as all of our viewers for tuning in tonight. Calling the action tonight was myself, Brayton Laster. Alongside me was Jeremy Briggs in the booth, with DJ Lyons working the controls as our producer. Thank you to all of our viewers for watching tonight's racing action of the League of Legends iRacing League, and we hope you will stay tuned to all of our social media pages for our next race. Thank you to the entire staff for their work in bringing this racing to you. This has been a production of Maconi Entertainment, and we will see you next time.